gents, this is part 2 of my little 3-part series. Like I said, I'm doing these in little short videos rather than having a big long one, so that it makes it a little easier to watch when you want to. But my plans, I'm doing the 1951, let's see, where is it? There it is. The 1951 Chevy Bel Air. Got some nice lines to it. I like that. So I'm going to be doing, I got this kit on sale from Auto World on their, Black Friday type sale that they had, and I picked it up for like 15 bucks. And I got it with the idea that I was going to make a full-on hot rod. I mean, we're talking serious. How serious? I completely cut out from here back. All of this I cut out and tubbed the interior. That's actually black. I got a bunch of tinted, clear tinted plastic sheets, and it had black. I'm thinking, great, I can get some smoke tinted without having to do anything. And no, it was solid black, but it's thin. It's like 0.013 inch or some ridiculous thin amount, like 0.5 or 0.3 millimeter. And it's easy to bend, but it's thick enough to be firm. And so after I got it all cut out, I got it a little bit wide. So for what I'm going to do, and I'll show you that in a second. So I wound up having to put a couple of supports here to hold things in place. And then once I got it bent, this wanted to bow out. So I have a couple of supports here. None of that'll be seen. This will all be painted, of course, and up under the trunk lid. But then we're going to go, I picked up a VCG 4-link suspension. This is one of the 4 links that goes on it. I've got 3 different sizes, with them together, of the shocks that go under it. Whoops. I've got, the medium, I got some long ones, and I got some short ones, depending on how low I want to make it. And it comes with some U-joints to make your own drive shaft. And I have a U-joint that is gone AWOL. I'm going to have to look. No, I don't. I got it. But it comes with a Ford 9-inch rear end. And so that's going to go in here, which is why I had to cut out the frame. And of course I got it just a little bit too wide for that to fit in, so that's why the braces. And then I put a little bit of blocking in here. I'm going to trim that back before I paint it. And then, because you still need a spare tire carrier and fuel tank, I cut that out of the framework, and it's just going to sit in thusly. Paint it up, glue it in, and then that sits there, and then the axle goes across, and hey, it's going to look kind of fun. Then get out my box of goodies. I've got tires, a lot of VCG stuff here. But I have got front tires and the rear tires. And see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Let me look at the camera, make sure it's doing. Yeah, there we are. Kind of, sort of. And then this comes with the inner wheel setups. These are cool. He calls it the DOT drag radials with on Weld Magnum wheels. And Josh over on VCG sells these. But that's the front, and that actually goes in the rear. Yeah, it's quite a bit smaller. And brakes, that's actually, the caliper's a separate piece to paint. And he sells various brake setups. So that's going to go on it. And then come over here. I'm going to start with a stock big block Chevy engine. And this is how you get the kit. He goes through and cleans up the parts quite a bit. You still have to hit it with a sanding stick to get everything fully cleaned up, but that's almost all of it. And then I have a dual carb blower kit for the big block Chevy with a bug catcher. And I figure I hope it's going to be tall enough that it pokes out the hood while still being able to fit the rest of it out, because, you know, it's a supercharger. I want it, you know, sticking out. I've got VCG batteries. I had one brake, but I've got a steering wheel that I want to put on. That is very much the same type that I had that comes with the kit, with the full ring, the full horn ring, but it's much more in scale. Very, very nice. They're fragile. Be careful if you get them. Let's see. I've got two different kinds of headers that I'm looking at. I've got, these also come from Josh. Yeah, another one of these VCG builds. But I've got the hooker style header. And then we have, let me see if I can get one out. Yeah, I'm really scripted here. Where is, yeah. Come on. There we go. And I've got a set of gasser headers. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet. Over on Ted's Marketplace, I picked up some belt material. It doesn't have teeth on it, but it'll work real nice for the blower. And oh, okay. I just had a momentary brain fade. I was thinking about the Apache, and well, did I even put a belt on the supercharger? And I forgot that on the small block superchargers that Josh has for the small block Chevy, it comes with a belt with, or it comes with pulleys with a belt already, you know, molded in. This comes with just pulleys, and you need to supply your own belt. But I got that. I've got a B&M Hydrostick transmission with a B&M shifter to go with it. I'm going to put that behind it because, you know, you need something a little bit more potent than just a Saginaw. Yeah. Let's see what other goodies I got in here. Gauge pods. He sells them. They're 2 and 3 gauges. Look real nice under the hood. You can also put them like on the side post of a bigger one, you know, whatever. Tachometer set. This is the moon tachometer set. I'll highlight them later. And yeah, I got all kinds of goodies in here. One thing I might do, I've got a Flamethrower distributor. It's 2 coils. One goes into each side, and then each coil feeds the 4 spark plugs. And no idea how they actually work. I'm gonna have to look that up, I think. But the idea of having something like that in here is going to be kind of a cool idea. So, but I'll highlight them. I'm going to work on the engine today and see what I can accomplish. So, that is what my plans are for my next build. And I'll do some along the way and kind of show off and see how things are going and all that happy stuff. So, but anyway, this ends part 2, and I will start on part 3 here, get that out here just shortly. B-Tex signing out.